Hello everyone, welcome back to the Geek Blend. I'm Jeff.
And I am Jason.
And welcome back to another episode of the Cantina, where me and Jason review craft beers every Tuesday. And this is one I picked up recently on my trip to Gatlinburg.
Here we go.
It is from Highwire Brewing. I believe that's a Tennessee brewery, but that doesn't really say much on it about it. Brewed and canned by the Three Ring Brewing Company, Asheville, North Carolina. Okay, so it's North Carolina. It's 5.5% alcohol by volume, but it's a sour smoothie chocolate raspberry. So it's a tart wheat ale brewed with raspberries, cocoa nibs, and lactose.
Okay.
Sour smoothie series.
Not one damn thing in there sounds sour to me, but sure. Whatever you want to tell me.
But really, there's really not much about the can. Basically, what stuck out to me was where it says chocolate raspberry sour smoothie. That stuck out of my. Hey, wait a minute!
It sounds good. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I mean that everything about it sounds good, but then they put the word sour on there, and I'm like,
it's gonna be.
All
weird.
I hear is lactose and sour, and I think sour milk, and I'm just.
I know.
Yeesh.
A tart wheat ale is another thing that I was like, wait, okay.
Who knows, man?
But like, it was right down the road from where our cabins were.
Right. We
weren't like way up in the mountains, but we were a little bit in the mountains.
Yeah.
And they actually let you break them apart.
Oh, cool.
So they had a bunch of singles already, and they're like, yeah, if there's not one already over there, just break it apart if you want to.
Well, I like the can.
But I went ahead and bought a 4-pack, and I bought a 6-pack of that variety pack that I've got another one from another brewery that's actually from Tennessee. But yeah, this is North Carolina brewery. We've never had one from this brewery. So it says Highwire Brewing, but it says brewed and canned by Three Ring Brewing Company, Asheville, North Carolina. So I wonder if it's a brewery that's just kind of getting on their feet, and this brewing company's brewing this stuff for them. I don't know.
It could be.
Maybe. But yeah, Asheville, North Carolina. I don't think we've had anything out of North Carolina before.
Not to my knowledge. If I have, I didn't even realize I drank it.
I really don't know what to expect with this one, to be honest.
I like I said, I like the can art. It's really cool. It's eye-catching. There's not a lot going on in it, but I really do. I like the colorization, from light to dark, dark to light.
What do you think the color's going to be?
With raspberry in it, I'm hoping that it's going to be still kind of a reddish pink.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Nailed it.
You did, actually. Yeah, that's got a very, very pink hue to it. Pink in the brain hue.
It's kind of hazy. It's not too...
What are we doing tonight, brain?
Still letting a little bit of light come through, but...
That pinky.
I gotta take the stupid phone out of my pocket. Making all kinds of noises. Yeah.
Very pink hue to it.
Nice raspberry pink hue.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm not getting much of an aroma out of it.
I smell raspberry and a very slight hint of chocolate if you really take a really big inhale.
I was gonna say I get something. Smells like
Oops, my nose in it.
When you crush your medication up and you snort it.
You do that too?
Did I say that?
Gets to the bloodstream quicker.
Yeah. No, it smells. I guess the menacing-y smell. I don't know what really that.
I know what you mean.
It's just weird.
There's a little bit,
but I kind of my hopes are kind of getting up because I feel like the last beer we drank said it was a sour. It wasn't sour at all. I feel like this beer, just from that smell that I'm getting, it's gonna have a tartness to it.
Absolutely.
So let's find out what the hell it is.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah, it's a little bit tartar. But, I get a lot of chocolate.
Yeah, I do too.
It's kind of weird.
A lot of cocoa, but I get the raspberry with it as well. It's like a pretty decent mixture of both of them.
From the look of it, I really didn't expect that much flavor.
And the smell too.
Yeah, the
But
smell is
it wasn't
the smell
like-
was next to really nothing. It was
Yeah.
very lackluster. I wasn't getting really anything
It's got a lot of flavor.
aroma wise to it. It really does. Like it's hard to explain, but like I feel like when you open a bottle of vitamins,
I know what you mean.
it's got that weird smell to it. Like you can just tell, like you can just smell all those vitamins in there, and that's what it smells like. It just has that weird aroma to it, but man, the flavor of it, it's total opposite. You know,
Yeah, it's got a
completely the
really
other
good
way.
flavor. You're right. I wasn't expecting a lot of flavor with that smell, with a weird smell and not very much of an aroma to
No.
it.
I think the thing I like most about it is that it doesn't have this faux pas, weird, sugary kind of, like we had to add something sweet to it to kind of pump the flavor up.
Yeah.
It's almost like
It's got
this is a raw raspberry, cocoa, voila.
like the bitter chocolate, like
Yeah.
it's supposed to be, like
Yeah.
real chocolate, and
We
that's
didn't
what I'm
add-
getting.
We didn't add bullshit to it
Yeah.
to kind of make make it all sweet, and you're definitely not going to be somebody who likes to drink like Mike's Hard Lemonades and all these fruity foo-foo seltzers and all this shit that's, the hip new thing to drink now. You're definitely not going to pick this up and be like, ooh, I like chocolate and raspberries, and drink it and think that it's going to taste like, some Mike's Hard Lemonade. Far from it.
No,
Very far from it. It does have a very little bit of tartness, sour to it.
it does. Yeah, absolutely.
But you get almost like raw ingredient flavors. Really
I was
like
gonna say
that.
the same thing. Yeah,
Sorry, I'm
It's-
belchy all of a sudden.
it's actually really good.
Yeah, no, it is.
I'll have to make sure I have to remember to give you one to take home so you can have it and give it to someone Molly as well too. She'll probably like that. But yeah, that's got a good flavor to it.
Yeah.
And I'm with you. Like, I'm really hoping it was going to be like sugary chocolate sweet flavor, and it's not. And I'm like, thank God.
That's kind of where my I couldn't wrap my head around, like, how is this going to be a sour? But a lot of the beers that you drink that claim to have like chocolate and raspberry and all this shit in it, they're so sweet that you really it can't be both. It just it's got really good flavor.
A really good mixture of both of what they say is in there. Really good mixture.
Not bad.
I'm glad I bought the 4-pack.
Yeah. It's kind of interesting that the it's not very high in alcohol either, which
No.
it's weird. 5.5 wasn't it?
Yeah.
5.5. Yeah, it's not too bad. I mean,
It's very drinkable, very
it's
enjoyable.
not. Yeah, I was gonna say it's not mind blowing. It's not anything like, oh my god. It is what it says it is, and that's kind of, I guess, the point we're almost really dragging out of this very, very slowly. Whereas the last one we went on a whole like rant and tan, like just ripping it apart because it wasn't giving us what it said. This one is,
And
it's just the flavors aren't like, I mean, it's the beer isn't just like,
they're not like robust flavors.
Yes.
They're kind of mellow flavors, Not, I wouldn't say bland because it's not bland. It's just the flavors are kind of held back a little bit because I believe if it went a little bit more over the top of the flavors, it would be too much.
yeah,
Yeah.
it would. It'd almost be like, okay, this just tastes fake. Like it doesn't taste real, I guess. But
It's got a good tart to it in the beginning as well, too.
yeah, that's probably my favorite part about it.
Absolutely.
It's what's kind of holding true to that sourness.
Yeah, I love sours.
They really have become some of my favorite beers. Because
Absolutely.
it's just this style of beer I can drink, all day long and not feel like shit. It's hard to beat that.
No,
Really hard to beat that.
it's good beer. I enjoy it. I do. Yeah, like I said, it's not like top of my list or anything like that. It's a good beer though. It's a steadily good beer.
Yeah. It's a hell of a find.
Something I would probably buy again. And like I said, I am glad I bought the 4-pack because I figured I would knew. The fact that this is brewed as a wheat ale too is what is like blowing my mind. And it's getting that kind of a sour to it.
Right.
Like,
no,
I'm sure it's brewed as like a sour, but with wheat ingredients, kind of like a wheat ale.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Man, that's a good beer though. I like that.
Yeah. Good find. Really good find, man.
Really good drinkable beer too. Like you could definitely have a few of these and not get tired of it.
In all honesty, and lactose, I really don't even get this that lactosey kind of weird feeling, in my mouth. Now, granted, it might be from the other ones that we've already had today, but and this one might be a little on the lighter side of that spectrum, but yeah, it's a damn good beer, man.
Yeah, it is.
So thumbs up.
I'm going thumbs up.
Yeah,
I'm going thumbs up. I would definitely recommend this beer. So if you see anything else from Highwire Brewing or 3 Ring Brewing Company, I maybe give it a try.
Yeah.
There's the Highwire logo there on the back, and of course it's on the bottom there too. You got a little guy on Highwire about to fall off. Looks like.
Is it really?
Just push him. Yeah, the guy walking a tightrope. But yeah, good beer.
Yeah,
definitely good beer. I'm glad I found that one.
It's hard to. It's hard when you find a beer like that you actually like, and then you're like, oh shit, I bought that out of town.
I know.
Man, I should have
got more.
I should have bought a whole case. Mm-hmm. Instead, I bought a 4-pack, and now I'm just like, shit. When do I drink it?
I know.
It's almost like you got to come up with special occasions just to drink it.
The sour thing is what that's one of the reasons I saw it. I'm like, oh yeah, sour.
Yeah,
because that's I think both of ours is like that's probably one of our favorite styles of beer right now. Like
every bit of it.
Yeah, definitely
every bit of it, man. If you went through my fridge right now, it's probably 90% sours.
I say yeah, mine is too.
90% sours with whatever I had left over from God knows how many years of buying whatever and not finish drinking it and use most of that stuff just to cook with and shit like that. But yeah, that's definitely one to keep in the back of the head. I mean, if I ever do come across it here in Indiana, unfortunately, I feel like coming from North Carolina, it might be a very, very far cry from it ever hitting the stores here, but who knows?
Although we do eventually occasionally see stuff from California and New York and East Coast stuff, so
yeah.
But yeah,
usually has to get a pretty big national, a national push from a larger distribution company, but who knows? Maybe one day.
Do you still have that Harold pumpkin beer waiting for us to try for?
Dude, I cleaned out my fridge the other day, and I found it, and Molly saw the date on it. She's like, "You guys are gonna die." And I was like, "Well, it will be. 'Tis the season with it being Halloween, so
yeah,
we are saving it for Halloween."
Yeah, well, last year with COVID and a lot of stuff happening, we weren't able to get. We got together for a couple of pumpkin beers. We'll try to get together. It won't be as much pumpkin this year. I'll spread it out to where it's like either Halloween themed or like Oktoberfest stuff, which we didn't do any of last year.
Right.
And then we'll do that one that's going to kill us.
Yes.
That's been in his fridge forever. It's a pumpkin beer from a brewer that is no longer around.
Yeah.
Just to see if it's still good. And but I know it's only May. And we're talking about Halloween stuff in October, but
hey, it'll be here before we know it.
Exactly,
it
just
really
letting you know it is coming, and
it will be here before.
I'll have probably a Halloween 31 days of Halloween preview in like July.
There it is.
And then of course we'll have Halloween Kills in October. That'll be a big focus of the month for that one too. But again, thumbs up for us on this one.
Yeah, definitely.
Really good beer. If you come across something from this brewery, I would definitely give it a try. This is definitely a good find, and it definitely it's very drinkable for a sour too.
Extremely drinkable. Mm-hmm. That's the nice thing about it. It's even. I would even say it's a good summer beer.
Absolutely.
It's very light, crisp, refreshing. Man, I can't stop.
I know
that it. Very carbonated too.
Yes.
Very carbonated. But yeah, it's a very, very drinkable beer. I like it a lot.
Me too.
For having cocoa and stuff like that in it, it was a lot lighter than I really expected it to be.
Same here. And then after smelling it, I was like, wow. is this going to be like really bland and no flavor? Because it did not smell like it had a lot of flavor to it.
Yeah, that's really all it gave off.
And then when you take the first sip, you're like, it's a nice surprise.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah. A lot of flavor in there.
Yeah, we both enjoyed it, so thumbs up from us.
Yep.
Thank you guys for watching this episode of the Cantina. We do appreciate it, and thank you guys for sticking around through the whole video if you have.
Yeah.
We appreciate it too. Hit the like on the video. It does help us out. Of course, if you're new to the channel and you're like, hey, I kind of like what they're doing here, hit that subscribe button for us. We'd appreciate that. And then tap that bell as well so you can stay up to date on all the stuff we drop here on the channel, including Cantina episodes every Tuesday. And with how many beers we have, and if he starts coming over on a weekly basis, we might start dropping 2 a week.
Maybe. Just to get through this shit, we
Plus,
might have to.
if we're buying more, which it's really difficult for me not to go and buy more beers. Like,
I know.
I went in to buy that Broken Skull IPA, and I ended up buying another fucking single.
I'm telling you, man, I have to avoid it. I have
know.
to avoid going into liquor stores because I'm going to just go buck wild.
I know, but there is one right now where I'm going to go back and get that we've talked about. So I will go back and get that, of course.
I have to.
Yeah, because it looks amazing. But yeah, we guys appreciate you guys watching.
Very much.
And links down below in the description for all of social media, Twitter, Facebook, all that stuff. Most active on Twitter. Also, our Discord's down there. That community continues to grow. It's pretty active over there. Great community over there. A lot of great people. So if you want to check it out, we do have a Cantina channel over there on the Discord server. Also, all the ways you guys can support the channel, like Patreon, Subscribestar, or you can hit that join button and become a channel member today. You'll get access to exclusive behind-the-scenes videos, and then down the road, you'll be getting probably first access to stuff, like maybe a day before other people do. So definitely want to check that out if that sounds interesting to you guys. But well, that will do it for this video. I'm for the Geek Blend. I'm Jeff,
and no, I'm Jason.
and if you geek about it,
we are going to speak about it.
See you guys next time.
Later.